Right, so now we're on tier 2 of the arena. One of the things I forgot to mention from my last attempt anyway, the first tier that I have a perfect on here, all the first 4 champions will start with 15 health. This is to give you an advantage and for new players to have easier access to the content. Then the boss will have 20, and then as you move into tier 2, you're moving back into normal HEX gameplay, so all the champions will have 20 HP. Apart from the bosses, where at this state they'll have 25 to make them more difficult. So, let's get right back to it. So here we have the Nelebrin Scouts. This is play first. This is normally a tricky champion. When a champion plays a resource, there is a 25% chance that that champion gains an extra 1/1. And for each troop, randomly determine if it is destroyed as following. Each troop has a 10% chance of not being destroyed. So, this pretty much means that when he uses his ability, my troops can be randomly killed depending on their defense values. And due to the deck I have, a lot of them have defense values of around 1. So they have a 10% chance of surviving. So if you don't get this guy down fast, he can start killing your troops relatively easily. And thanks to his ability, that means a ruby shard can technically count as 2 in the sense of the resource gains anyway. He can start pumping out powerful troops very quickly. So let's see how it goes. I will keep this hand. It's acceptable. Let's see what we go. Plop down a ruby shard. I go straight for a Ridge Rider. And as you see there, I got very lucky and got 2 instead of 1. So if I wasn't being so quick, I would have gone for an Arena Brawler there. It would have been the wiser choice. But what's done is done, so hey. We got lucky there and he only received 1. Oh, but he received a Claviliac, so he gets an extra 1. See, as we got here, we also can see that the arena champions now have equipment themselves. In tier 2, they will have 2 pieces of equipment on their cards. So this one reduces the cost of that card. So this is a very, very powerful item for green decks, because it means they can get an extra shard straight off the bat. It can be rather tricky to deal with, so let's see. Well, we didn't get lucky there, so we only got 1, but that does mean we can play an Arena Brawler and a Savage Raider. Get them both in there for some early damage. Go straight in for some 2 and skip the rest of my turn. He only got 1 that turn as well. He seemed to be relatively lucky. Going by the fact he hasn't played anything yet, I'm going to assume that he only has rather powerful cards in his hand. So we need to try and get him down before he starts playing them. So we'll go for another Arena Brawler because we didn't get a shard. And go for an attack with everything we have. Skip the rest of our turn like normal. So here we go, he played a Wild Rue Dancer. This is a fantastic green card, in the sense of whenever you play a resource, another target troop you control gets +2/2. Not so great for us, but I'm going to get rid of that instantly with my burn. The main reason for this is I don't want it on the field. So, it looks like we have a challenge here as well. It's not a terrible one, but could be tricky, so we'll go for an Arena Brawler. The main thing with this guy is the little symbol on him means he can't block. So we can still go all out with our damage. The Arena Brawler I have left, if he goes for attack, I'll block, and then throw my burn on it as well, get it out of the fight straight away. But by the looks of it, it's going to be another easy victory, since he's already on 1 life. So now he uses his ability. That could cause us some trouble, because this is where our cards could disappear. So all of my cards here have basically 10% chance of survival, apart from my Ridge Rider that has a 20% chance. So let's see what happens. So I lost most of my cards, but luckily I still have 2 left. And the Arena Brawler is perfect. So I can block. And before I deal my combat damage, I can throw my burn on it, due to it being a quick action. To reduce his HP down to 3. And it appears we've bugged out a bit there. So this card doesn't seem to have... Well, I'm assuming that both of these cards have died because it's not getting ready. Yeah. So yeah, these cards are dead, they're in the graveyard, but they haven't been moved there correctly, so it's a slight bug. That's, well, nothing much to worry about at this stage. That means we can't do anything, we have nothing to defend with. But apparently I won. So I'm not exactly sure what happened there, but the game is still in beta, so we always expect some bugs. So let's see who we have next.